Hi guys, me Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Let's wrap up the day. We don't need any of this anymore. Let's just start from the top. Okay. The Russian index goes lower. It looks like a little exhaustion here. Guys, I just watched Ben Stiller's um, impersonation of Bono, and it's good. I'm still under impression from 1992. It's good. Watch it. Yeah. Why do I do it to myself all the time? What's the balance, right? And then it came out of this balance. No, not you. One, two, two. Well, of course, impersonators, they kind of tailgate the fame of the actor they impersonate. 150, yeah. So it's still a spring all the way up to here. And that's not my Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation. But all the way up to here. New volume. It looked differently though, right? Here at the level, and then here it is in 0.5. Oh, but it's not beyond the sign of strength level, it's beyond the test level, so all good. It's actually good candidate um for long. Uh-huh. What the heck? Why do I have two of this? Yeah, that's also good for the day. It's in 0.5. It's a great volume. Yeah, if it comes to it. And where was sign of strength? Sign of strength was here. One blood. I wouldn't believe to the sign of strength because it's already bounced with the volume. They have superseding volume. I would more so consider long trade from here. Something nice and quick. However, most of the volume is here in this tail. See? Boom. Quack, quack, quack. IWM. Oh my gosh. Dun, 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 dun. It's in correction now, but even for correction, it's a good 0.5. That's yeah. However, if it's an official correction now, we should consider short wave pink, or otherwise our will contradict um the direction of superior time frame, which is daily for hourly. Dun, dun. It looks like it's closing above. That would be fun if it still works. The trade, I mean. Dow Jones is closing above. It's a good level. It's already has been upthrusted. Dun, 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 dun. Dollar made its move as expected, as was expected. Fjord. That was an interesting volume, but then we ducked under. So it's bebopping. It's too much of a volume. The trade I didn't take. Now closes with a bigger volume. It's almost like, no, but it's already bigger, so let it be. And this tail, you guys, again, on Tegaka. That's officially in correction at the sign of strength level, which is completely in the wrong place. See how much it's off. Same deal. Volume distribution is wrong. Even for today, look at this volume. Oh la la. And that's test and oops. And local extremum. That's a break. So that goes for the daily watch. Looks like it's closing above the level. So now maybe this level on daily watch list. Boom. It's a break and it's going down. It's good for the daily watch list. It's counter trend. Gosh, those guys, huh? They had to start. Just give me a sec. Hope this is better. This is a break. Sign of strength. it's short. This is a break of the level. So daily watch. It's interesting. On volume spring, so boom. This was a volume spring, and market is closed. This was unvolumed. But that would need a test for sure, because we don't know where the volume belongs. On our, on our, we kind of see where volume belongs, but. And it's a 2-bar spring. Just there is no context on monthly whatsoever. It's at the resistance level. Huh. You see how dividends can be anything on American markets? It's so weird. People receive a cutoff, so two $2 30 cents. Why wouldn't they dump it for like $2 30 cents? No, just goes higher. So weird. On volume spring, so that should be considered uh, yeah, transition extreme. Mm-hmm. Boom. It's a nice move. You know how corrections are. They're short, meaning quick and powerful. So bum, 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 bum. That's not a level. I'm debating this, wait, level, because yeah, this spread is actually smaller than this, and that's a roll. Because we already have one sign of strength here. It's actually been blocked. So to be super precise, this spread is 255, and this spread is 225. They're close. Let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye. This is a break. This is good for short now. This seems to be the sign of strength. This was an up thrust. And it's good for short. It's good for short in continuation of the trend. Let's see how much of this I can work through. Isn't it? Yeah. I'm trying new levels. Logic being, if this is a gap with retest, it will tend to, it would want to close it, you know? I'm flirting with this idea. I'm flirting with this idea right now. I'm not saying I'm going to keep this rule, but I'm experimenting. Um, well, technically, yeah. Technically, it's at the level now. Bum, bum. Uh, yeah. Something like this. Volume distribution is not right. One bar doesn't change the wave of superior time frame. Strings, more strings. Boom. 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 One bar reversal without exhaustion volume. With a good volume, but it's not exhaustion volume. That was the level. And there it was. And there it was. Sign of strength, 0.5. Everything looks great here. That's definitely a weakness to this strength. I would need a test because we have bigger volumes in our face. So here's my test. And stop is even before the model of the time frame. Yeah, I think that was a trade. Yeah, spring is closed. Counter trend, but in 0.5. It was even before 0.5. Not really. But in 0.5 of the superior time frame, we can believe in a bigger movement, I think so. As per a bigger trade, meaning counter trend like here, not sure about that. You know, should be something within the time frame. So yeah, I think this little quick 5 minute was all right. But yeah, that's about it. And now, yeah, and now that's it. um, Potentially counter trend, but nice drop. Told you went to 0.5, reached 0.5. Mm-hmm. There is volume here. It's not that biggest volume, but there's definitely volume. It's very high up there. Okay. And that was a sign of strength, right? Kind of sign that the price still respects mm, short trend, downward wave. Yeah, watch out. Unvolumed, getting into the sign of strength, still holds the volume. A little bit above 0.5 is, oh wow, it's right in there. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. That may be balance, actually. That's actually a balance ever since here. So, well, technically it's a break and then it went lower. But close enough for the balance. Mm, so, but when the wave, like, I think it's better to keep it like a downtrend. Um, okay. So regardless, it was a transition extremum here. There's a good volume, not the biggest volume. That's the last hour of the day, and well, this volume is still bigger. Um, yeah, and it's not a good place on daily. And nothing on minutes, so never mind. Um, okay. Uh-huh. You see the volume in 0.5? Um, mm, yeah, it looks a little like it might be an exhaustion. I don't know how to qualify this thing. Uh, but yeah, and it's definitely rather see it come here. No, it's rather coming. I'd rather see it coming here down there. Um, mm, mm, mm. It's a downtrend now since a correction. So that would be a good place. Yeah, and see this volume? Yeah, that would be a good place for a quick short, quick long trade. Small. When I say quick, I mean like small. I was watching this guy the entire day. I like daily. Um, I like a lot of things on this guy. This looks like an exhaustion, and this looks like a reversal of trend. Didn't hold sign of strength. However, yeah, we'll see if it will respect the daily level. If it holds the daily level. Maybe if it comes here, springs this expanded T1, give us a big volume. That'll be sweet. That would be sweet. There's like multiple volumes here, and then boom. Bum, 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 bum. Uh, yeah, you know, a big juicy volume. Check multiple volumes more than that, but still significant. Walmart. Wasn't even considering. It's so wide on Walmart for whatever reason. Why didn't they consider just this thing on its own? You know what I mean? It's definitely some form of the uptrend locally. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Yeah, there was like this situation. Bum, 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 bum. You know? Let's keep an eye. Grinds higher for now. It's an up thrust though, but like bigger volume on test. So weird volume. Moment of truth from for Alter Group. Was it renamed? Why is it MO? Uh, perfect 0.5. And then it bounces of it and changes direction. And that's enough for me to describe this as a change of direction on inferior time frame. Therefore, in the interaction with the level of superior time frame. It shows like a sign of strength, which is too high, and also last hour of the day, so most likely not. But since we don't know this one, let's keep it here. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. The volume distribution is right on monthly. This guy grinds higher. Dun, dun. And we don't know how much longer it can grind. And it's a break. It was here. It was a weird volume on this bar. If this was like stop losses activated, why didn't it go higher? And that was 0.5, by the way. For a swing trade or day trade. Yeah, interesting. So immediate drop to 0.5. There's being a 2-hour spring. And then this little balance. Not really. It's not a balance. Test that didn't work and actually broke the level. And now it's done. Okay. Mm. Mm. Down, 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 up, change direction again, and then down. There's nothing here. Yeah. So now this 0.5 is done. Next step is this 0.5. Dun, dun, dun. Looks all right on daily. Unbelievable. Zoom. 1 bar reversal. Would you believe in 1 bar reversal with the volume? With the volume. And then test. And that would be our entry. In the middle of nowhere. Catching falling knives. It's called. Finally. Let's try here. Broke up. Regardless, it's short now. The only question is whether it's. I would keep it like this. So technically, that was a transitioning shroom. So this was the level. And then it broke up. And then broke it here. Anyhow, it's too messy. I don't want it. I have too much stocks to look after. Okay, so that's back to resistance level. Needs to stop first. That was a break. Why did I close this trade? Anyone remembers? Why did I exit this trade? I had it? Let me check. Let me check my logbook real quick. No, I didn't have this trade at all. What year is it? What year? 19 August 19. 19th of August. Yeah, I didn't have it to begin with. I don't know, I'll remember. But for now, it's a short thing, and volume distribution is not short, so it's a mess. I'll mark it out anyways. Yeah. Boom. It's short. Not necessarily. It's in a balance. So let's see how it'll. Uh, Look at this volume. Ooh, look at all this volumes. So yeah, it's called shorting of thrust. So would expect a correction starting from here. It's actually good in continuation of the trend still. That's what we have. Yeah, so like big scary volumes, all of them. But at least till at least here, you know. Up. And that's the true volume. So yeah, mm, something on 5 minutes, doable. It's now in a break, and volume distribution is long. I don't even need this. It's good for continuation of the trend. Just wouldn't stop. Just one stop. Just goes. That's last hour of the day. That's the real sign of strength for now. To balance, it's only balance, and then it broke out of this balance. Um, like this, and yeah, this all is a big, juicy alliance. And only here it finally breaks. Here is not a marking of any particular accent um, or any historical figure. um, FY I. Mm, I'd say that we looks like an exhaustion, but it's last minutes of the day. But um, that was a good volume, and see it worked with this like 2 bar spring. But now this is the volume. I don't think it's a true volume because it's like it's not the last 5 minutes of the day, but it's the 5 minutes before the last. So um, you keep watching it. Just keep watching it. This is always continuation of the trend. Never slow down a bit. Just grinds higher. Um, yeah, that's our last. But this is hour before the last, so maybe this is like more real, and it tested in a way with this thing in the morning. So I'll keep this as a sign of strength. It's still quite can't figure out how I feel about Bonner really. I think mostly negatively. Maybe I'm just jealous. Should have been me, you know? Mm-hmm. Makes it moves. Yeah. Oh, it's good for sure. Kill this bar. Mm-hmm. So if it shows a trade, but stock is not flagged blue, it means I didn't take this trade. It means I saw that, or saw it too late, or decided not to join the party in the moment. Boom, boom. It's in a balance now, so it's good for short. It's good for short. And I don't trade short. And that's unvolumed. Boom, boom. Maybe there was something on 5 minutes. That didn't look good. None of that looked good. Unvolumed. This is the part of this extremum, and still it's unfavorable when the volume distribution is like that. Unvolumed top thrust, so yeah, what can you do? Most of the time, market doesn't have this thing. Uh, Mhm. Interesting. You see how in point 0.5 volume came here and then boom again. And that was a spring. So maybe something here was doable. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. And arguably, it got into this balance. This might have been a little bit too early, but here definitely in 5 minutes. Let's see it bit by bit. Change direction, then boom, nothing here, and then boom, nothing here. Only if, yeah, no ifs. It changed direction again, so no, nothing. And now 0.5 is over. Boom, bada boom. Yeah, this is good for short now. Boom, 1 bar roll. What a volume. But you see, like, too strong, so it drags higher. Wait, where am I? 1 hour. New color. New color on my chart. Yeah. That was good for reversal, but just didn't work. Nine 9:30. See, like, strength, weakness. Then that's strength again, and weakness, strength. And it just grows, it just grinds higher. But here, ooh, my goodness. Yeah. No, yeah, short. Citibank. Uh, slowly grinds higher. Also, technically, it's good for short. Just never go there. Boom. I don't think this level is gonna hold. I don't think it's gonna hold. And it's a strong break, by the way. It's definitely not that biggest volume. And that's my point. There's like volume. Oh, look how powerful this was. And at the time, it looked like, oh no. It's no, actually, it was in a good level. Oh, gosh, so much of what I say is just gibberish to you. I'm trying to be more intelligible. And then this volume again at this level, this level. Yeah, I think it's getting ready to break out of this. It's good for short, for sure. But yeah, the break is so powerful, and there is no um, there is no dividends or earnings whatsoever. So just very, very powerful. That's why they call it jump over creek, because you consolidate, accumulate, whatever, and then boom, you just jump over all this thing, and then boom. Um, what a powerful move! What a powerful move! Uh, where was the alt? It now manipulates, interacts with the. That was also one bar rule. So really, the last. Yeah, that's a one bar rule, because that's like weekend bars, and we don't count them in. So it just does its thing. We need levels. Boom. This thing is a. No, 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 no. Ever since here, it actually broke the level. And the level corrected here, because that's our weekends, and the bullish, bullish. And then, it actually springed the level. And now it manipulates with a decent volume. Not the biggest, but yeah, volume is still good. The only thing to keep in mind is that the Russian market is very strong right now in its bullish sentiment. So anything short is how beautiful it is. Though. Yeah. This whole thing looks like a little bit of exhaustion. But also it's one of the biggest volume for the entire downtrend, which is also concerning in a sense. Down, 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 and first bar up. So this is local extremum and test level for the uptrend. And volume locally, like it's still bullish. You see, like I'd wish to have this volume in this bar. So, and it's good for short anyways. Yeah. And you see the shorts, I never get into them really. I never really get into my shorts. That's also good for short. Yeah. Mm. That was maybe coincidence of the level matching, coincidence of the levels, matching levels, but boom. Up thrust and test again, and then up thrust again on volume this time. Volume. That was a test. And I don't know. Too tight. Too narrow. It's habitual though for a um like reversal to be quite tight and narrow because buyers and sellers are fighting there. So big volume, but not big movement because it's fight. Um, it's a balance. It's a balance. So that would be good for short. Okay, what? Uh, and again, this is a test level for this volume here. So wouldn't be so much excited about short. I don't know what to do with this guy, like at all. Ducked under and then it went up again. Um, change direction, it grinds higher. But after the trend changes direction once, I'm already very like skeptical on it. Just because why? It means it starts like twisting and curling. You know what I mean? So like, why does it? Twist and curl should be up and up with corrections, but not changing direction. It's a break. Volume distribution is not favorable. It's in reaction bar, and we always want to have interaction bar to have biggest volume because that's where the level is respected and the fight in between buyers and sellers occur. Like this bar, not this bar. However, market is not ideal, and I can age just waiting for a perfect opportunity to enter the market. So I more so choose from what's been provided by the market rather than wait for the entry by the book. It's already went to 0.5, so and look at this volume. The volume on the correction is bigger than the volume of the uptrend. It's not a sentence, but it's a sign, like a warning sign. See how big this volume is? Technically, it's a sign, it's test level. But practically, the volume of this bar kind of kills this model. Yeah, I see. Boom, boom. Perfect 0.5, down, uh, down, and then a break, and then down, down, down. Hmm. You see how much volume is up there? Uh, so it's not a sentence, but but hold on. What's going on here on monthly? Yeah, it's a break, but so weak. So it's continuation of the trend. It has a volume, and it's good for short, right? As of now. Boom. Change direction never confirmed. And then this guy. Weird volumes. Weird volumes. Technically, it's an up thrust. And that's a test, and that's a resumption of the buying. But these volumes are comparable to this, so no. On test, you don't want a bigger volume or a comparable volume to the manipulation signal itself. Okay, that will be it for the day.